So Ryan Newman will head to victory lane here at Dover International Speedway, gaining a little bit of lost ground back on the new championship leader, Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, I guess so. First spot, Kurt Busch second.
Kurt Busch is 1 point.
Yeah. Still very, very close. I mean, you look at right on down.
Right.
Very close.
100 points isn't a whole lot, especially with Talladega looking on the horizon next week. Jamie McMurray leading Kevin Harvick in that race for the 11th spot by 99 points. With 8 races now to go in the season. Let's hear from Mark Martin, a second place run today.
Climbs out of his race car first here in June, Mark second today. A very impressive run by both you and this team.
Well, man, what a great race team with this Viagra crew, and Pat Tryson and Wally Brown and Todd and all these guys. Great pit stops. Way to rally, man, but that 12, you couldn't do it. I thought that last run, okay, here we go. I'll show you what we got. And he showed us what he had. I tell you what, he was long gone. I did everything I could there, and just wasn't any way to stay with him.
Mark Martin entered the day 7th in points. He's now 5th, 57 markers out of 1st. Marty?
Well, we'll let Jeff Gordon climb out here, and what a hard-fought day for this 2014. They just did not have a very good handling race car early in the race, but at the end, the car seemed very good, Jeff.
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, we made big gains, that's for sure. Real proud of these guys for that effort, man. Great pit stops and just never gave up on it. You know, early on, man, I tell you what, I wouldn't have given us a shot at the top 20, but you know, we kept fighting on it and fighting with the car, and we finally got it pretty decent there and got some good track position. So real proud of Robbie and all the guys on this DuPont Chevrolet, and you know, that's the type of effort that's going to take for us to win this championship.
Our new championship leader said we did what we had to do today, guys. Dave?
Tony Stewart climbing from the Home Depot Chevy right now. Tony, last week, big disappointment. A lot better this week. A big gain, finishing 6th.
If you say so.
Well, and I do say so. I think it's a good thing, man. What are you feeling like right now?
Kicking Robbie Gordon's butt, to be honest, but it's racing, so we'll be back next week.
All right, Tony, moving on, guys.
Obviously disappointed at the incidents of earlier on today that Tony was trying to recover from for most of the afternoon. I think victory lane will be a little bit happier place, Bill.
Well, let's find out. Ryan Newman with a big smile on his face, surrounded by his crew. He knows the way to victory lane here, and a big celebration. He already got a handshake from his crew chief, Matt Borland, a hug from his dad. Family's here. Here comes his wife, Chrissy. Well, I guess that car was pretty good, huh?
It wasn't bad. I mean, no, I mean, awesome job by everybody. Got to thank the guys back at the engine company. They put a heck of a horse under the hood. You know, Alltel, Sony, Dodge, Mobile One, you know, all Gatorade Victory Lane. I mean, it's been a while since we got to one, and that even feels good.
Tell me about your commitment to doing well here, Ryan, after what happened last week at New Hampshire.
You know, it's commitment week in, week out. Just, you know, we hit the setup right. We hit everything right today. You know, wish we could have got the pole, but that's, I guess, being a little bit greedy. They still don't award points for poles, so we didn't hurt ourselves there.
But you almost predicted it after you fell out of the race last week, saying if we run like this in the next 9, we're going to be okay. We're going to be a little wet, too.
That's pretty cold, isn't it?
That is a little chilly.
You know, a lot of guys came here and tested. We'd use a lot of our tests just to get in the top 10, and you know, we've learned a lot about these tires. Goodyear's got a great tire here, and learned a lot about them throughout the season. And I think we're finally finished playing catch up. We get to go play now.
All right, see you at Talladega. Best of luck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ryan Newman is the winner at Dover.
Majority of the chasers all had great runs, including Kurt Busch. Solid fit today, Kurt.
Not bad. The Sharpie Ford ran good, and just the motor was more stout than the car was. We just seemed to pull down the straightaways harder than what we could go through the corners. So great job for the Ford campaign with the motors, with Roush and Yates. Just trying to work on it. Today was a solid finish for us, and we've got 8 races now.
Strong run, finishes 5th. Marty?
Strong run for Dale Jarrett as well. Finishes 4th, and you got around Kurt Busch there at the end, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to work for that one. Mike did a great job of adjusting this UPS Ford, and say thanks to all the UPS employees that have stood by us through all of this. We've got some good race cars coming and some good races coming up, so we appreciate the support we get from them.
That's 4 top 10 finishes in the last 6 races for DJ Allen.
And just to kind of make sense of Tony Stewart's comments, if you did not see the earlier part of the race, this was in the early laps on a restart. Robbie Gordon kind of got a run to the outside of Tony Stewart, and they made that contact.
Which is perfectly legal. I mean, you can do that on a restart. You can pass to the right.
And so Tony came back and expressed his displeasure.
Gets in the back of the 31 car and moves him up the racetrack and goes on. And I guess that was the last time they were around each other the rest of the day.
Doing all that, I think, did a little bit of damage to Tony Stewart's right front fender.
So just so everyone understands where that comes from if you weren't with us for the early stages of the race. Here are the results of the MBNA America 400 at Dover. Ryan Newman with his second win of 2004 and his third at the Monster Mile.
And Mark Martin thought this might be a place for victory. Came out a little bit short.
Most of the championship chasers finishing in the top 10, 8 of the top 10 as a matter of fact. Elliott Sadler wound up 20th after the flat tire and speeding penalty on pit road at lap 373.
And Rusty Wallace survived 2 unscheduled stops to finish 13th.
These guys had a long day at Dover.
Casey Mears had a great race car early in the day and just didn't work out. He had an unscheduled pit stop. And then we see Matt Kenseth. 32nd place today. Kenseth is going to lose 89 points to first place. He was 10 behind entering the race. He's 99 behind now. And the final few finishers in today's event. Again, a quick look at the championship standings. And now there are 8 races to go in the chase for the Nextel Cup. And it moves on from here to Talladega. Ryan Newman led 325 of 400 laps today, rebounding back from his troubles at New Hampshire a Sunday ago for his second win of the season, establishing his place in the chase for the Nextel Cup.